Wonder why your sound's not coming through.
Um,
There you go.
you can hear me? Yeah, should I
Yes.
begin?
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to CSL Greater Baltimore Pre-Service Meditation from wherever or whenever you are coming. I am Anne Marsalek, and I am the practitioner of the day. And we will start with a guided meditation. And this guided meditation is on imagining peace. So we are reaching out. This is about peace within and reaching out to the wider community, our country and the world. So let's get settled. Let's get into a comfortable place in our seat, and let's get your feet planted on the floor and get comfortable. Get your back straight if that's comfortable for you. And let's let our attention go inward. Let your eyes close at this point or lower your gaze. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths. So breathe in peace and exhale any tension. Feel yourself sink into the stillness and let each breath carry you deeper into the beauty, comfort, and rhythm of the breath. Feel the warmth of peace surrounding you. Just feel that. Imagine that. Breathe in and sense this love flooding your body and your mind. Clear away any distracting thoughts, releasing tension that you may be carrying, like in your facial muscles. Relax those. Your neck and your shoulders gradually release their grip, and feel the sweet energy of peace fill your chest and your back with this transforming peace. You are safe. You are loved. And feel this relaxation, tranquility feeling extend down your arms. Let go of any tightness you may be holding in your body, in your stomach, your hips, your legs, your thighs, your knees. Just let that feeling of peace and relaxation just move down your legs to your calves and to your feet. And you can wiggle your toes and just feel that wonderful clearing of tension and bringing that feeling of peace in place. This guided meditation, imagining peace or being peace, is based on a meditation reading in Science of Mind, September magazine. So as you listen with gentle attention to this meditation, and just keep allowing your body to relax completely, and inhale on the words, be at peace, and exhale on the second half of the phrase. And just surrender to a moment of soul care and loving kindness. And imagine floating in an ocean of peace and tranquility. Let's just go there for a minute before I start reading this guided meditation. Just breathe in peace and exhale. So let's inhale, be at peace. Exhale and release stress, anxiety, and worry. Inhale, be at peace. Exhale, allowing each moment to enter without resistance. Inhale, be at peace. Exhale, shoulders soft, heart open, spine aligned with heaven. Be at peace and let the world spin without you. Be at peace and breathe, just breathe. Be at peace and let go of all attachments to outcomes. Be at peace and know that love always lives right here in this moment. Be at peace and open to divine timing. Be at peace and know you are never alone. Be at peace and call on divine assistance for any task. Be at peace and listen for guidance. Be at peace and imagine the highest good for all. Be at peace and make an offering of your day. Be at peace and feel how infinitely loved you are. we will end with an affirmation. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am eternal. Divine grace protects me, strengthens me, and guides me. And you can return anytime to this sacred space to sense this peacefulness and love just by going back to the breath and cleansing breath and releasing everything by peace. So let us now just gently come back into this room and just take in a good cleansing breath, feeling the peace, the love. So come back into the room, open your eyes. Namaste.
Good morning and welcome to our virtual Sunday service, CSL Greater Baltimore Community. Thank you for joining us whenever and wherever you do so. And let us start by ringing. Since I don't have the ceremonial bowl with me, I'm going to ring a tuning fork and leave this open. There we go. And ringing of the bell will be followed by our opening song by Felicia Taylor, and then our invocation by Anne Marsalek, our practitioner of the day.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Felicia Taylor. I am going to be sharing a song by Faith Rivera called God Is this morning. Where I am, God is. Where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me. Ask me where I sing, God is. Where I dance, joy lifts my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing free in and out and through me. Ask me where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I seek, God is the answer. Here and now, forever and ever and ever. Where I speak, God is. Where I work, love is my career. Where I play, God is playing boldly in and out and through me. Ask me. Oh, do 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 do. Hey, where I am, where I stand, where I play, where I pray and take and give and live, where I sing, where I dance my dance, wherever I go, oh,
Marianne, if you could start with the invocation.
Thank you, Felicia. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. This is what I know. I know that there is only one infinite mind, infinite heart that is a present to us all, each and every one. Yes, I know God is. God is right here and now. God is in each and every one of us. And right now, we are present within ourselves, opening up to the presence of God, opening up to this magnificent celebration, a Sunday celebration, all about peace, all about imagining peace, all about being peace, all about extending peace. And I am so grateful to be here. I am so grateful for everyone who participated in making this service possible. Our beloved Reverend Jen Wexler, sorry about that. We are so excited to have you here. And having Felicity with us, Felicia Taylor with us today, her beautiful music, our producer and host, Dana Cole. So we are just opening up our hearts and minds to this gathering of souls, of like-minded people, opening our hearts to peace and love and compassion, and in extending it outward to our community, to our country, and to the world. So it is with great gratitude, knowing that all is in order here, that everything is perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect, whatever, that this is a grand celebration of life, of love, of peace, right here and now. So I release this prayer knowing it is done, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much, Marianne, for that beautiful invocation. And thank you, Felicia, for that beautiful song. So I'm here to remind you that every Sunday is Invite a Friend or Family Member Sunday. So please, when you feel so moved, we invite you to bring along a friend or a family member as we share CSLGB's love, light, and joy. All are welcome here, and we truly mean that. All are welcome here. So again, thank you from wherever and whenever you are. And I invite you all now to read along with me as I read our sacred covenant and community prayer. So first, our covenant. This is what we know. The circle of divine love is complete. It comprehends all, includes all, and binds all together with everlasting unity. We are forever held in love's presence and care. Divine love is complete as me. I am the divine love that I am. And now our community prayer. There is only one life. This life is good. This life is God. This life is my life now. Knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know I am one with all its blessed expressions, which includes the Center for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore Community. I know that the highest purpose of our center is a revelation of God as divine love. As I now accept the highest expression of CSL Greater Baltimore into my life, I know that it is revealed in a way that glorifies God and serves the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by this presence. I am grateful. God is gracious. Amen, Ashe, and so it is. And so now I'd like to welcome back Felicia Taylor to share her musical gifts with us. But before she starts, I'd like to share a few words about Felicia. Felicia is a singer-songwriter from Massachusetts. Music and singing have been a passion of hers since she was 4 years old, and you can hear it in her beautiful voice. Bringing joy and happiness through music is her goal, and she hopes that she can leave a positive impact in this world. And we are so pleased to have Felicia with us today. Take it away, Felicia.
Thank you, Dana. All right. This next song is a Lauren Daigle song, which I love her so much. This one is called Look Up, Child. Okay. Where are you now when darkness seems to win? Where are you now when the world is crumbling? Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, look up. Where are you now when all I feel is doubt? Oh, where are you now when I can't figure it out? Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, you're not threatened by the war, you're not taken by the storm. I know you're in control. Even in our suffering, even when my eyes can't see, I know you're in control. Oh, I hear you say, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. I hear you calling my name. Oh, hey, look up, child. I hear you calling my name. Oh, hey, hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child. Hey, hey, look up. Oops.
Goodness, thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you. Trying to get, all right, do all the things. All right. Um, so now I would like to bring back Anne Marsalek for our reading in spiritual practice. Thank you, Anne, for providing this for us today.
Thank you, Dana, and thank you again, Felicia, for a beautiful song. And for today's spiritual practice will be a reading from the Science of Mind magazine and a contemplation where we will, after we listen carefully to the reading, we will have a minute or so to have some time of silent contemplation, and I will end with an affirmation. So the reading is entitled No One Shines Like You Do, and it's from the Science of Mind magazine, this September magazine, page 58. And it starts with two quotes. Be the radiator of peace. Go to the let me just stop. Let us just take a couple deep cleansing breaths and just recenter ourselves and just relax. And let's just open our hearts, our minds, and our ears to listen. So the first quote is, be the radiator of peace. Go to the center of your inner being and radiate peace in every direction. Our wings are small, but the ripples of the heart are infinite. And this was said by Amit Ray from Walking the Path of Compassion. And the second quote is from our Ernest Holmes, the 365 Science of Mind book, page 72. The divine spirit is flowing through me in an individual way, and I accept the genius of my own being. And the reading is, the essence of your beautiful soul is brilliant love. You are here to shine your unique rays of light and to share your gifts. No one can replace you. No one has your fingerprint. No one reflects love the way you do. No one expresses divine radiance like you. Truly believing in our magnificence is not an easy practice. It is commonplace to be self-critical and to seek beauty in external ways. But if we want to share our gifts with the world, it's essential that we recognize the truth and the beauty of who we are. When we understand the magnitude of our light and the value of our unique talents, we are free to reach out and share our gifts for the good of all who cross our paths. When we accept the greatness of our love, we can offer great love to others. And may I also say peace. We can offer peace to others too. Acknowledging the glorious nature of spirit within also enables us to make a powerful connection with divine wisdom. It is from this place of self-love and soul truth that we plug into all of the assistance we will ever need and the foundation of all peace. Take a moment to imagine yourself as a channel of radiant light. Just imagine it. Close your eyes if you need. Everyone you come in contact with today feels your inner beauty, and you lift their vibration by your very presence. You are a magnificent, glorious, beautiful reflection of divine love. You are an irreplaceable part of the whole. No one shines like you do, and someone needs your light today, and also your peace. So let's just close our eyes, lower your gaze. Take that cleansing breath if you need it. Go within and just think about how you shine and accept how the magnificent you and that God is expressing through you. And I will end with the affirmation. The brilliant light of my soul radiates from my heart and raises the frequency of all those who cross my path and my mind today. And please, I encourage you to keep thinking about your love, your magnificence, and letting your light shine all day long and through the week. Namaste.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Definitely helped get me settled. Your morning meditation as well. I mean, I was all over the place and you just helped me get settled down. So thank you. And now I would love to introduce to all of us Reverend Jenna Wexler. So Rev Jenna found Science of Mind when she visited the Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in 1996. She became a practitioner in 2002 and then pursued ministerial training under Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Proctor. She was licensed in 2007 and celebrated her ordination in 2017. Her passions has have always been to teach science of mind classes and her focus ministry of sacred activism. We are so glad to welcome Reverend Jenna Wexler here today. Thank you. You are on mute.
Thank you, Dana. I love being here with Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Baltimore. Our theme for September is about peace. And throughout the month of September, the lessons have been about looking around at the world and the chaos, all that we see going on, and it doesn't feel very peaceful. And then we've progressed into understanding what is peace, what is not peace. And today we're going to be looking at how do we embody that peace and how do we bring that peace forward? Transforming all that fractured lifestyle into that which is in integrity and wholeness and connection. So what is not peace? Divisiveness. I mean, we feel it, we read it, we're exposed to it continually right now. And of course, the election cycle has, sort of amplified that as well. for some people. I find I've been sort of stepping back just to be able to embody more peace. But let's just step back for a second and review what is not peace. I think we inherently know it. Whenever we feel anxious, we're triggered by something that's aggravating, we want to lash out, we have negative feelings about somebody. Those are examples of what is not peace. And I think inherently too, we understand what peace feels like when we are in that aligned, blissful place. Now the choice is, and the challenge actually is, how do we transform ourselves? Because we're confronted by all of this chaos and all that's going on in the world. How do we come back into that alignment? And how do we be that presence into the world? So I want to ask you, and when you're in chaos, when you're triggered, when you're reading something that's happened in the world and you're upset, are you a dreamer who imagines peace on earth? And that's where we're really going to focus today. I'm inviting all of us to be dreamers together and in our own individual lives. So I want you to pause for just a second. Amid all that's going on in the world or in your life or at work, wherever it may be, can you imagine it being other than that condition that you're exposed to or that you are responding to? Can you envision, imagine, image internally a different state of being in that moment? It's a challenge. And it's also challenging when I think about Hollywood and social media, and I know that I hear other people echoing this same sentiment, that Hollywood and social media are just amplifying the aggravation, amplifying the chaos, amplifying what is not peace within us. And as we take more and more of that in, that's building up inside of us if we're tuning into it. And we know what happens with our thoughts and feelings and beliefs. They create. And so as we embody that, all those impulses coming in from the external world, they can be building a belief system within us that may feel hopeless, that may feel like, wow, how's this ever going to end? How are we ever going to dig ourselves out of this? What could possibly change all that's going on in the world? And I'm going to ask you, I know we're not in a room together, so we can't show hands, but have you ever heard of the push-pull strategy? I think that most people are not so familiar with that, but it's actually a strategy used in several sectors of our world. It's certainly used in marketing. One of the first things you do in marketing is present a problem, a challenge, something that's unresolved. And then, of course, you highlight your product or service as the solution to that. But some advertisements are pushing more harshly on what the problem is and not quite so much on the solution. And then, of course, they're hoping that you're going to be buying their solution. Now, we also can see through all that's been evolving over the last decade in social media is there's a lot of negativity being voiced, many voices, many different temperature levels of negativity and antagonism, of separation, discrimination, judgment. And all of that stirs fear. So the push is that there are interests in the world that know the power of generating fear within the population. Now, the pull side is instead that presenting that which has just, we resonate immediately knowing, this is magnificent. This is so much truth. This is so appealing that it pulls us and we forget fear entirely. And so let's consider, and I invite you in the days to come, take an inventory. First of all, be an observer to yourself. Do you notice when you're getting aggravated? Do you notice when that anger comes up? Do you notice that push of fear and how that feels within you? Not just your thoughts, but also in your body. And then, what do you do with it? How are you responding? And let us go back to where our power really resides. Our true power is in alignment with Source, with God. Our true power is aligning and reaffirming within ourselves that I can imagine and I can bring myself into that state of being that is pulling me into harmony, pulling me into oneness, pulling me into peace within. Because when each of us is in peace within, that's always where it starts, within. That when we are in that peaceful alignment, that is what we are radiating, what we are emanating. That is the energy field we are bringing. And when we are in that place, we don't get ruffled. The frustration drops away. The angry words fall off. And that becomes a way that we can be interfacing with ourselves and the world continually. So I have a question for all of you. Let's just pause for a second. What vision do you personally have for the future of humans and our planet? Other than, here's the caveat, what vision do you have that is other than an apocalyptic future? And just pause and think about that. A lot of people will suggest, I don't think I have any other vision than something apocalyptic that we're moving into. Now we know that God is all that is, and that everything is possible in, as, and through God. We are emanations of that absolute infinite eternal being, which means that we also can be in that energy field, in that possibility, that realm of possibility. And that as co-creators, what our future is resting within us. It is our choice where we're going next and what we are bringing into the realm of life on this planet. Does that feel daunting? Does it feel like what we're facing is so huge that I pose the question, how can we be the Davids to all the Goliaths of what we see in the world today? And if we are doubting ourselves, we are doubting our oneness with Spirit, our oneness with God, that oneness of being that we are, and the inherent power that is ours by choosing another approach to what we are experiencing in this life. So there are some key points here I want to reinforce. We start within. We start in our oneness with God. And we start by imagining something more wonderful than what we currently have. Now, that might seem a little challenging at first. But it's like an exercise. It's something we learn to do. It's a muscle we can build. It's a creativity that we can engage in more fully, moment by moment, day by day. And maybe it helps to start out by imagining a portion instead of everything that's going on in the world. Yeah, that's a tall order. I'm suggesting starting to imagine a select scenario and imagine how peace could evolve in that situation. What would that peace look like? How would the interaction between people and circumstances differ? And then what's the next really important thing? And a lot of times people will say, I can envision this. Oh, I have such a vision of what life could be. Yeah, but it's never going to happen. That's where we have to say, wait a minute. If I can envision it, if I can believe it, then I can start and I can see it. Then I need to hold within the possibility of that coming forward in the world through all of us. And so we start by imagining something beyond, something greater than what is. The very next step is, I have to believe in the possibility of this. Now, the probability might be, the odds of this happening might not look so good, but I, in my faith, in my belief, go to the place of possibility. And I often think of this, and I may have mentioned this in other talks with Greater Baltimore. I always, when I start to fall into that trap, think of this unending chain of links that has existed since God created all that is. And that link can be closed, or that link can be open. I'm not doing very well with my hands today. Maybe over here helps. Am I an open link that can let this all fall apart? Or am I choosing to step up in a new challenge to myself to go beyond where I've been and be that next link so there is no broken chain from the past to the future of what humans have been to what we can evolve to be? Because I know that we are on a trajectory of an evolutionary growth to something greater and something greater and something greater. And where we go from imagining and holding the possibility is to embody this. A lot of times we pray for something and we're really not on board within ourselves. And so that prayer is in conflict. There's a friction in there. So the very next step is embodying that. And that's where the action really starts to happen, because we've been invoking creation through the imagination, through going to, yes, I'm going to affirm the possibility of this. May not happen tomorrow, may take some years, but I'm affirming the possibility. And now I'm embodying this. I am living this within. That's such a powerful place to be. And that truly, what I have found over so many years is that when what I'm desiring, what I'm praying for, and what I'm embodying, when they are aligned, manifestation happens. It is such a key element. And our goal then is that we are the peace. We bring the peace. We live it forward into being. Because we've seen it, we've envisioned it, we've embraced it, we've accepted the possibility, we've embodied, and we live it. That's how peace comes forward in the world. And I firmly believe that every time we live something forward that has not existed, every time we do that, we are building another neuron link in mass consciousness of what is possible. And that expands and grows. So I want to tell a short story about that. It has to do with Gandhi. And the story is there's a mother, a young child, and the young child loves sugar. And the mother feels like, oh, my child is eating way too much sugar. And so she traveled quite a distance and waited in a long line of people, excuse me, with her son to see Gandhi. And finally, it's their turn. And she says, Gandhi, would you please tell my son to stop eating sugar? And he looks at both of them and he says, please return home and then come back in 2 weeks. And so she travels all the way home. The 2 weeks pass. She repeats the journey, the long travel, waiting in line. And finally, it's their turn. And she says, Gandhi, would you please tell my child to stop eating sugar? And Gandhi looks at the boy and he says, stop eating sugar. Now the mother's like, what? Well, couldn't you have said that 2 weeks ago and sort of spared all this extra time, that extra travel? And what Gandhi said to her was, I had to stop eating sugar so that I could tell your son, stop eating sugar. That's the power of embodiment. That's why it is so important. Because when we embody it, we live it fully, and we are in alignment with our prayers, with our heart, with our desires, with our intentions. And so it is possible. Now, I am a creator by nature. I grew up with a passion for art, and I still do some art even at this point in time, although I didn't make that my career path. But I love to create. And every time I'm engaged with prayer, every time my mind starts spinning possibilities, I embrace that creativity because I know that that is spirit within me, and we are dancing a new creation into being. And so I invite you to do the same. I want to close with our affirmation for this lesson today. I imagine the world living peacefully as one. I imagine. And remember that imagine is I image. I'm imaging that within. I imagine the world living peacefully as one. And so let's close in prayer. And my prayer today is something that I'm going to read. I'm going to read Ernest Holmes' Prayer for World Peace. I know there is but one mind, which is the mind of God, in which all people live and move and have their being. I know there is a divine pattern for humanity, and within this pattern, there is an infinite harmony and peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness. I know that the mind of each person, being one with the mind of God, shall discover the method, the way, and the means best fitted to permit the flow of divine love between individuals and nations. I know there shall be a free exchange and interchange of ideas, of cultures, of spiritual concepts, of ethics, of educational systems, and scientific discoveries, for all good belongs to all alike. I know that because the divine mind has created us all, we are all bound together in one infinite and perfect unity. In bringing about world peace, I know that all people and all nations remain individual but united for the common purpose of promoting peace, happiness, harmony, and prosperity. I know that deep within every person, the divine pattern of perfect peace is already implanted. I now declare that in each person and in leaders of thought everywhere, this divine pattern moves into action and form to the end that all nations and all people shall live together in peace, harmony, and prosperity forever. And so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Rev Jenna. Thank you so much. I wanted to add myself, not replace you. Thank you so much for sharing this very powerful message for me today. My day really did start off very not peaceful, but the core of us imagining peace and then believing in that possibility and then embodying it is the steps to everything, but especially to bringing peace to the world. So thank you for your powerful message. Okay. So now, um, now I would like to, goodness, a lot to move around. Yeah, folks, sorry about that. So here at CSL Greater Baltimore, we practice conscious giving, also called dana. In Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism, dana is the practice of cultivating generosity. It can take the form of giving to those in need, of giving to a community, or giving where you are fed spiritually. As we gather today in the spirit of love and fellowship, we are mindful of the profound impact of conscious giving. Dana, as we give, we receive. There are a few ways to practice conscious giving and your support of CSL Greater Baltimore. You'll find them on the donate page on our website using PayPal or Givelify or text. And I will also put that link in the chat. All right. So now I invite you to declare with me as a community. Let's declare our financial wealth and abundance by sharing in our declaration. I joyfully, consciously, and gratefully participate in the law of circulation. I trust in the spiritual principle that says, as I sow into my beloved community, I demonstrate my awareness of standing not only in the flow, but as the flow itself, as I sow of myself, my time, my treasure, my talent. I demonstrate my support and engagement in my community's vision, mission, and purpose. I actively give as a demonstration of manifesting, of reaping the harvest of a world that works for all. And I thank you for your support. And now we will have a final song from the amazing Felicia Taylor. And you can find her music at FeliciaTaylorMusic.com. And now I will share Felicia.
All right. Hopefully, my music can be heard a little bit better this time. I will be sharing a song of my own called Divinity. All right. Open your eyes, look around at the beauty that is there. It is God, it is you, it is love, and there will never be a moment that you're not enough, not enough. Never be a moment that you're not loved, not loved. Look within, that is the key. Remember that you are so special. God is one with you and me. From now to eternity, you and me are divinity. We're one love, one love. Oh, open your heart, feel the grace that lives within us all. It is God, it is love, it is you, and there will never be a moment that you're not enough, not enough. Never be a moment that you're not loved, not loved. Look within, that is the key. Remember that you are so special. God is one with you and me. From now to eternity, you and me are divinity. We're one love, one love. God is one with you and me. From now to eternity, you and me are divinity. We're one love, one love. We're connected to everything that lives and breathes. Connected to animals, bugs, flowers, trees. We are one power, one love, energy. 'Cause it doesn't matter if you're big or small. No race or identity separates us all. 'Cause we are one power, one love, energy. Because God is one with you and me. God is one. Eternity. We are divinity. God is one with you and me. Divinity, yeah. God is one. Well, one love, one love, one love. God is a one with you and me. One love, one love.
Lord. Thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you. All right. Let's see. All right. And now for announcements. So today, from 2 to 5, our dear friend Amma Chandra is hosting the Gathering to Roar, Restore Our Ancient Rhythms with an autumnal equinox sound bath and shared wisdom circle. It'll be at 3000 Chestnut Avenue, and you can park in the lot there. You're going to Camille Intuitive Wellness, and she suggests a love donation of $22. And coming up around the corner, folks, we are so excited for our Peace and Wellness Fest. It is Saturday, October 5th from 11 to 5. We have 50 vendors. We have about 10 health practitioners. We have Aaron Hill and his group performing. We have Zala Mainama as the drum circle. We have Sarah Hyde for pan music. We have Tribe doing a spiritual movement space. I mean, it's going to be fabulous. And we invite you all to come. Very much invite you to come. If you have any questions, you can contact me or Nancy or Robin for more information. But we hope to see you at Ruscombe Mansion Community Health Center on the grounds there for a beautiful, fabulous day. And finally, prayer works. Well, wait first, and you can visit our website, cslgreaterbaltimore.org/events, and sign up for our newsletter and stay connected with other happenings. And we have Nancy who has something to share.
I would just like to also request, if you know anyone who would like to help us during the Peace Festival, we are in very much need of
Yes, we
volunteers.
yes, we would love for you to volunteer and help us with marshaling people around the grounds and directing people to where the shuttle bus will be and directing them to where the food's going to be because it's going to be spread out over a big campus and helping just being helpful in general. So I co-sign that, Nancy. Absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
So I want to just share that prayer works. We practice spiritual mind treatment here, also known as affirmative prayer. And as a community, we continue to treat and move our feet, knowing the truth for ourselves, our community, and our global family. So if you would like a miracle in a minute, after a prayer after service, Marianne will be available in the Zoom room after service. You'd be placed in a private breakout room, and you may also complete a prayer request on our website or also through the newsletter. Or you can email info@cslgreaterbaltimore.org. Amen, ashe, and so it is. And I want to thank you all for joining us today. We really honor your presence with our community. And we hope that you were spiritually fed by our service as we were today. So we welcome you to join us. If you're on Facebook, join us in the Zoom room after the closing prayer for fellowship. And we look forward to fellowshipping with you after service. And now we will have our closing prayer by Rev Jenna.
Please go within and breathe in that breath, that gift of life that is God, presence within. Knowing that there is one power, one presence, one life, infinite, eternal, and everywhere present, in every moment, in every situation, in every condition. And we are eternally one with this presence of absolute love, of the harmony of peace, and all the abundance that exists. Knowing this together, I declare this for each and every one of us. Spoken in the I am. I imagine peace ongoing in every day. Whenever I feel ruffled, triggered, I imagine peace. What that would look like, how it would show up. I believe this peace is possible. Despite the circumstances or what might appear as enormity. In God, there is no big or small, and everything is possible. I embody the belief of the possibility and the vision for peace that I have imagined. And I revisit this every time. It becomes more powerful, greater and grander. And every time I visit this imagination of peace, I know that it is more and more in the act of creation. And finally, I am this peace. I've imagined it, believed in it, embodied it, and I live this into being. In every encounter, in every conversation, in every circumstance, I exude and I show up as this peace on earth. And for this, I am forever grateful. I already feel this peace within. And I'm grateful to bless the world in this way. I let this be, I allow this to be my truth, and so it is.